Hey everyone, welcome. Today we're going to move through a yoga sequence for alignment. So if you have a pillow you want to bring to practice, go ahead and grab that now. We'll start in a seated position. Hands can come wherever feels comfortable. And I'll give you a moment here just to land. Find your grounding. Maybe closing the eyes. And we'll start just with noticing the breath. So inhaling through the nose and out through the mouth. And let's really exaggerate these to start our practice. Showing up. Landing here in this present moment. We're going to use this time just to let go of anything that's no longer serving us, to notice what's going on in our internal world. Keep breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. And since this is a yoga check-in, as you continue to breathe, we'll do a quick scan of the body, just noticing how are you feeling today. And just let whatever comes up be what it's going to be. Breathe through it. Use your exhale to let it go. The inhale can be some acceptance. Exhale to let it go. All right, let's finish out these breath cycles. Inhaling to lift the shoulders up towards the ears. And exhaling, dialing them around and back. Do that a couple more times. Inhaling, lift the shoulders. Exhaling, rounding them down and back. We'll open the eyes. Go ahead and send your right hand, right arm across in front of your body. We'll grab the right wrist with the left hand. And we'll just find a gentle rocking of the head back and forth. Option to keep the eyes closed here. If that lets you be a little more present, just pick what is most comfortable for you in any of these poses today. You might spread your right fingers wide. All right, and we'll not interlace the fingers, but let them kind of grab each other like you're pulling them away. We're going to reach them behind the head. Right forearm's going to come to the top of the crown or right behind the head. So it can go on top or right behind. And we're just going to do a gentle tilt over towards the left. So left elbow is going to reach down, right elbow reaches up. Press the head into the arm and then press the arm into the head so you get some opposition here. To sit up nice and tall through the spine, opening up through that right side body. Deep breath in, and then exhale, let that go. Maybe shake out through the hands. And then left arm crosses over the front body. We grab that left wrist with the right hand, spread those right or left fingers wide, and then find some soft movement back and forth with the neck and the head. All right, grasp fingers, pull away, and we'll send those behind the head. Left forearm is going to come to the crown of the head. Right elbow dips down. Press into that forearm. Maybe think of looking up here just with the eyeballs or lifting the heart a little higher as we tilt over towards the right, just subtly. And if your body starts going into chaos in this position, see if you can just find some ease with the breath. Settle down, maybe come out of it a little bit. We'll take one more breath here, deep down into the belly. And then exhale, we'll let that go, shake out through the hands. And begin turning to send the legs out long on your mat. You can keep your pillow or your blanket underneath you for this next move. Right leg's gonna go all the way out like we're pressing into a wall. Hug that left knee in. And we're gonna also take some time here just to get settled and see what's going on in the body. So if you're already slouching or this just feels really uncomfortable, let's go through some action points. So see if you can hug your right hip back into space, toes flexing back. And then pick a spot that feels good with this left foot. Don't feel like you have to really nail it and hug it all the way in. You can maybe give yourself some more space. It can be tight in towards the leg or spaced out more, like hands distance apart. So take a moment just to fill that out and then grab your shin with your hands or your fingertips. Send the shoulders back, the chest forward, and reach the crown up and away. Layer in your breath. And then option to twist here. So right hand can stay on the shin. We'll look behind us. Left hand comes behind us. We look past our left shoulder. Really press away with that right foot. Option to wrap that right elbow around the left knee. I'm going to go a little deeper. And just imagine all your vertebrae up and down your spine, extending as you inhale in. Come back to center. We'll send the left leg out in front. Right knee hugs up and in. And notice if this side's different. So getting adjusted, shifting that left hip crease back, picking a position with the right sole of the foot. And then find some stillness. Drop the shoulders down and away. Lift up through the chest. Smooth and easy breaths. And stay here or begin to loop the right hand around and behind, maybe wrapping that left elbow around the right knee. Keep the hand on the shin. Take a deep belly breath here. See if you can feel your belly expand on your thigh. We'll unwind, coming back. We'll cross through the legs and come all the way through to all fours. Move that blanket or pillow out of the way. Setting up the tabletop position. Tucking the chin. Noticing what's going on with the alignment of your spine. So tucking the chin to lengthen through the back of the neck. Hugging those ribs in so that you have some integrity through the back body, pressing into the tops of the feet, really pressing away with the hands. And then nice and easy, we'll go into some cat-cows, dipping down through the belly, lifting the chin, lifting the hips. And then on the exhale, we'll round through, arching through the back, tucking the hips, tucking the chin. Press away from your yoga mat, we'll be here. Cat pose. Inhaling for cow. Dipping down. Exhaling to arch through the back. Find your own pace now. Maybe starting to pick it up. Find some fluidity through the spinal column. Come back to neutral spine. We'll bump the hips to the left. Look past the left shoulder. Hang out here for just a beat. And then next breath, go over towards the right, bump the hips towards the right, look past the right shoulder. And then tick-tock back and forth, just finding fluidity, this horizontal direction now. Really getting into it maybe with the neck, leaning the ear over towards the shoulder. And then we'll integrate both moves. So tick-tocking, going back and forth a couple moves, and coming back to that cat-cow. Think of it like your little own private dance party. Remember the breath, so deep breaths in through the nose, maybe out through the mouth or the nose. And then nice and slow, we're going to send the knees out wide, sit the hips back, walk the hands forward for child's pose, melt the heart, the head down. Always the option to lift the ground up to you by stacking the fists or even bringing in that block or pillow or blanket. Opening up through the hips, the back body. If your forehead's down on the mat, you might see if you tuck your chin and maybe put just a little pressure on the top of your forehead to see if that lengthens your neck or extends your spine just a touch more. All right, we'll come out of this pressing into the tops of the feet. We'll bring the knees back to center, walk the hands forward, dip the hips down for upward facing dog. So nice and easy here. It's really just to open up through the front body. We'll bend through the elbows, begin to melt the heart down. We'll walk the hands underneath the shoulders. We'll inhale to lift for cobra. We'll do that 2 more times with your breath pattern. So inhaling, scoop the heart, the chest forward. Just baby cobras here. Pressing into the tops of the feet, the pelvis. Actually do a couple more here. So just lengthening through the back of the neck. Make sure you're not crunching like I just was. Finding that alignment. Okay, let's let it go. Forehead comes down. Go ahead and curl the toes under. Big inhale in. Exhale, we'll come up to a plank or half plank on the knees. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal it out. And we'll make a nice little walk all the way to the top. Take your time, feet hips distance apart. Knees can bend. You might choose to grab opposite elbows or just let the head and the hands hang in space. All right, let's inhale, halfway lift. Hands come to the shins or the thighs as we reach the crown away. Elbows come back, shoulders draw back. We'll take a couple breaths here, noticing what's going on in the spine. And exhale to bow. Slowly roll up. Stacking up. Coming into mountain pose at the top of the mat. Inhale, send the hands all the way up towards the sky. And exhale, forward fold, hands come down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Let's plant the palms, step the right toes back, step the left toes back. Drop to the knees or stay up in the plank. And then exhale all the way down to cobra. Scooping the heart forward on your inhale. Exhaling to bow. Curl the toes under, inhale. Exhale, power up to plank. Inhale, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Drop the left heel, reach the right leg up and behind you. Press into both hands evenly. Tuck the chin. Notice what's going on with your spine. Hug those lower ribs in. And on the exhale, knee comes up towards the right hand. We drop onto the back knee for low lunge. Open the chest forward. Drop your shoulders down and away. We're going to press to that front foot, coming into a 90-degree angle with that front leg. Shifting that right hip crease back. Send the hands up by the sides of your head, reaching up towards the sky. Left hand grabs your right wrist. We tilt gently over towards the left side. Big inhale. Exhale back to center. Right wrist grabs left wrist, or right hand grabs left wrist. Tilting over towards the right. Coming back to center, we release the hands down. Runner stretch, send the hips back over that left knee. Walk that right foot forward if you need, tilting those toes back towards your face. Inhaling to look forward and exhaling, chin drops down. We round through the spine. Inhaling to look forward. Let's do that a couple more times. Exhaling, chin to chest. Inhaling to look forward. Exhaling, rounding through. We'll come back to that low lunge. Left hand plants down by the right foot. Right hand reaches up for a twist. Big inhale. Exhale, rain the right hand down. You frame the right foot. Lift the back knee. Step the right foot back. Coming into plank or half plank. Lowering all the way down. Inhaling, scooping the heart open for cobra. Exhaling to bow. Inhale. Exhale, power up, plank pose. Big inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips up high. Knees can bend. Drop down through that right heel. Lift the left leg up behind you. Press into both hands evenly. Tuck the chin. Visualize your spine. See if you can lengthen even more through the crown of the head. On your next exhale, step the right or left foot up towards the left hand. Drop down onto the right knee. Low lunge. Press into that left foot to come out of that a little bit more. 90-degree angle. The back foot can be flat on the ground or toes can be curled under. Reach the hands up. And then left hand grabs the right wrist. We tilt over towards the left. Big breath. Exhale back to center. Right hand grabs left wrist. We tilt over towards the right. Press into that front foot to come back to center. Rain the fingertips down. Frame that left foot. Runner stretch, sending the hips back, walking the right foot forward. Left foot forward, Flex the left toes back towards the shin. Inhale to look forward. Exhale to bow. Let's do that a couple more times, finding that wave in the spine. Inhaling to look forward and exhaling, rounding through. Your next exhale, come back to your low lunge. Plant the right hand, lift the left arm up towards the sky for a twist. Then exhale, rain it down, plant the palms, lift that back knee, step the left foot back, plank pose, lower all the way down to the belly. Cobra on your inhale. Exhale to rest. Inhale to fill the belly up with air. Exhale for plank. Half plank. Inhale and then exhale, downward facing dog. Make your way to the top of the mat, forward fold. We'll hang out here, bending through the knees, finding your footing. Maybe walking the feet in together just a little bit more. Sitting the hips back as far as you can, while you still have some stability, a grounded feeling through all four corners of both feet. We'll lift the chin, sweep the hands down and in front of us for chair pose. See if you can imagine squeezing something with your inner thighs, hugging navel in towards your spine. We'll tuck our chin once again, and then reach our hands up and in front of us. Visualize your spine, support it with your awareness. And then exhale, forward fold. Nice work. Let's wash it off with a halfway lift. Inhaling, reach the crown away from the hips. Exhale, soften and fold. We're going to step it right back into downward dog. So right foot back, left foot back. Shake it out through the hips, maybe pedal out through the feet. Let's take a cleansing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Anchor down through the left foot, send the right leg up high. Dial the right toes down, press into both hands evenly. Inhale. Exhale, step it all the way up towards the right hand. Low lunge. See if you can keep your back knee lifted this time. Light on the fingertips. All four corners of the right foot planted down. Nice and slow, we'll find a little buoyancy in that back left knee and we'll step it up halfway for pyramid. Left toes are pointed towards the front left corner. Let's find that wave in the spine. So if you're on your fingertips or you can bring your blanket or blocks in here, we'll inhale to lengthen through the back of the neck. Exhale, chin draws in towards our chest, nose towards the knee. Keep this motion going with your own breath. Bending through that front knee if you need to. That feels more comfortable. Snuggling that right hip up and back. All right, we'll bend through that front knee, plant the palms, step the left toes back, step the right toes back, plank pose. Dropping onto the knees, let's go to the chest, chin, scooping the heart forward, cobra, maybe growing it a little bigger this time. Exhaling, forehead comes to the mat, we rest. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Going straight into it, right heel anchors down, left leg lifts up high. Deep breath in. And exhale, step it up to your low lunge, keeping that back knee lifted. Look forward, open the heart. We'll find a little bend in that back knee. We'll step it up halfway for pyramid on this side, shifting our left hip up and back. Right toes are pointed towards the front right corner of our mat. And we find our wave in the spine, inhaling to lengthen, exhaling, nose comes in towards the knee. Go inward here. Notice if this is sending off all the alarms. See if you can bring your awareness back to your alignment, your spine, your awareness of that. All right, we'll step the left toes back, bend through that front knee. One last plank. Lowering onto the knees, maybe the chest and the chin, scooping forward for cobra. Exhaling, forward fold. Deep breath in. Curl the toes under, exhale to power up. And then nice and easy, let's zip the hips back for a child's pose, take a rest. On your next breath, go ahead and press into the tops of the feet, press into the hands. Come back to tabletop position. Curl the toes under. Let's go into a downward dog. Slide the hands back towards the feet. Forward fold at the back of the mat. We'll return to this chair pose one last time. Walking the feet in together. Sitting the hips back, sweeping the fingers down and up in front of us for chair. This time we're going to bring our palms together at heart center, pressing the elbows, or pressing the palms together so the elbows are wide, excuse me. All right, so we're going to begin to dial the heart over towards the right side. Left elbow can come to the top of the left or right knee. Think about your spine and your alignment here. Don't dip that left hip down. See if you can keep the knees parallel. Be here one more breath. Bring the palms back to center. Reaching that right elbow over towards the left knee now. One more breath. You got it. You are strong. All right, exhale back to center. Let everything go. Forward fold. And then nice and slow, let's walk the hands all the way out. Returning back to the knees, dropping the hips down. Walking it out through the shoulders. And then let's come onto the back. To pull it down and end our practice. So hug the knees in as soon as you get there. Oh yeah. You might rock back and forth just to walk the hips down the mat and snuggle that lower back body nice and supported. The left leg's going to drop down. We're going to cross the right leg over the left leg like you're sitting in a chair. Hands can come down the side of you. We'll press into the left foot to send the hips over towards the right. And then our legs are going to drop over towards the right. You can use this left, or I don't know my sides today, your right foot with your right big toe as a kickstand if you'd like. If you don't want to go as deep into this twist. Otherwise, you can just let the knees fall heavy. And then just find a quiet space here, maybe opening the arms, looking past your right shoulder. Gently, we'll bring the knees back to center using our core. Send the hips back to center, switching to the other side. Right foot drops down, left leg crosses over the right. We press into the right foot, send the hips over towards the left. Knees drop down, an option to use that right big toe or right foot as your kickstand. I invite you to close your eyes. Let your breath return to just a simple rhythm. And when you're satisfied, go ahead and bring the knees back to center. Send the legs out long. Hands can come down by your sides for corpse pose. Returning to our breath. Noticing the weight of your body. Pressing down into the floor below. Hands are going to come together, thumbs to third eye. Let's take 3 more deep breaths to end our practice. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this practice has served. I appreciate each and every one of you. Invitation to end our practice by whispering.